Oh, that really down. No, I'm press it down. Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hi, we are OSPAN.
We're gonna play our presentation video. Please enjoy.
Please enjoy. What?
Hello. We are Ritsumeikan Moriyama Junior High and High School students. I'm Hime,
Haruka, Hana, Yuka.
Emma. First, let's discuss the challenges faced by astronauts. The first is that their internal clocks become disrupted in space. The second is stress from confined spaces. We wanted to solve these problems.
In space, there is no sunlight or a 24-hour cycle. This causes the human body's internal clock going sync. We could create a 24-hour cycle using sunlight and the outside scenery. Therefore, we thought that installing a VR window that lets sunlight in inside the rocket would solve the problem.
This is the VR window. It shows the video that makes the astronaut feel like they are in Earth.
Astronauts face problems with their biological clocks in space because they cannot experience natural sunlight or darkness. To solve this, I designed a VR window that can switch to different sceneries such as sunlight, sunset, and night view. With this system, astronauts can adjust their sense of time more naturally even while living in space. The part I worked hardest on was creating realistic images with AI.
In space, there is no sunlight, no sunset, and no 24-hour cycle. Our VR window shows sunlight and the Earth scenery. It gives astronauts a normal day and night, helps their body clock, and makes life in space more comfortable. In the future, as people stay longer on the moon or Mars, our VR window will help them stay healthy and feel closer to Earth. Thank you.
Our idea was to incorporate senses of home using the sense of smell to make the astronauts feel more comfortable. Our idea, since Leamingtons smell are like home for many Australians, was to have Leamington smells. Leamingtons are a vanilla sponge filled with chocolate and coconut and has jam inside.
私たちのアイデアは宇宙飛行士さんたちが住んでいるところにいるかのように感じれるように、匂いをいつでも嗅げるようにすることです。オーストラリアではこの名物がとても人気で皆さんが知ってます。バニラケーキの中にジャムが入って、その上にチョコとココナッツがまぶしてあります。
Favorite is a common trait we have in Australia. It can be seen at lots of different birthday parties and we all love it.
これはオーストラリアの一つの名物、フェアリーブレッドです。このお菓子はパンにバターを塗って、その上からスプリンクルをかけたものです。これはよくお誕生日パーティーに出てきて、子供たちにはとても人気です。
Eucalyptus is another very common scent in Australia. As you can see, there are a lot of eucalyptus trees around. So when the astronauts smell this scent, they will be reminded of home. ユーカリプトスはオーストラリアではとてもいっぱいある匂いです。ここで見えるように、ユーカリプトスはオーストラリアのいろんなところに生えてます。
Our main aim was to make the astronauts feel less homesick. We wanted to recreate the sense of home. We used this by incorporating the senses of smell and vision. We incorporated the sense of vision by recording areas that the astronauts might be from, and we made it so that we can show it through VR.
Okay, so we're moving on to the VR video.
Hello.
If anyone would like to use the video from their phone, it's on a camera. So if you use it on your phone, you can actually look around in 3D. You can't really experience it here, but the link is there if you'd like to look it up on your phone later, and then see the filming in the 3D camera.
So we tried to make a rocket model, but it was too small.
So that is why we showed the home environment in our presentation. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
ありがとうございます。And again, if anyone would like to see what the video looks like, actually with the 3D effect, the link is there on the screen, and we'll also post that link out later if people want to use their phone to look around in 3D, well, 360 degrees. With that, that brings us our last presentation, but again, I'd like to, if I can, rewind just a little bit, because I believe we have the lunar rover video. ちょっと待ってください。I believe this is the video here. So thank you for your patience. We'll just enjoy the last of the Australian presentations here.
Names are Brianna, Georgia, and Ollie. While looking at the photo, Brianna is the one at the left, Georgia's in the middle, and Ollie's at the right. This is our mission patch. It's a picture of a caravan rover. This suggests what we're doing and focusing on. We call it a rovan, a mix of caravan and rover. These are the sketches of a rovan. The top two photos are the ideas for the outside, while the one under is a sketch of the inside. These are our bracing models. We aim to find which brace can hold the most weight, because we want our rovan to be nice and strong. These are our experiments. This is my group in the process of making the support. We put weights on for some of the support, but with the stronger brace, we used a bucket of water to measure. For the angle brace and cross brace, we use a bucket of water to measure how much weight they can hold, because they are so strong that the weights are not heavy enough to make them collapse. After our experiments, we came up with a table of the results. If you have a look at this slide, we have gathered up the average and the maximum weights each brace can hold. These are the models that we built. They are mini models of our rovan. These rovans have all the essential resources that a person needs to survive on Mars. For example, oxygen, food, water, and more. These are the names of the parts of our prototype. We did some research on the parts that are essential for a rover. We also researched on how to contain oxygen on Mars. Even though we don't really need to know how to contain oxygen on Mars, it's helpful for us to build a rovan, as if we need to live in a rovan, we need oxygen to breathe. We also researched materials that are suitable for building a rovan. With the help of experts from Swinburne University, we agree that we can use any material as long as it is insulated and strong enough to withstand the low pressures of Mars, because the inside would be pressurized to keep astronauts safe. Rather than a single material, it would be layered. Just like your house, you have timber or steel structure with insulation wool, plaster weatherboards, waterproofing, etc. A rover would generally have an aluminum or titanium frame, some sort of strong interwoven polymer and other multi-layer insulation. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we will try our best to answer those.